It's not a pretty face. It's a regular face. Oh, it's not a pretty face. You're crazy. It's not pretty face. So this might be an instance where it's a little bit like how there was a theory that the Venom movie would have been better if you couldn't hear Venom's voice at all, so you could just get the the cinematographic effect of Tom Hardy just going slowly insane, and more insane as the film develops, and that turns it into more of a psychological thriller instead of just like a straight film. And ladies and gentlemen, we might have such an experience for us today, because many times I say that these videos come live before a live studio audience. It is true a little bit this time also, but it's just an audience of one, because in a Discord call where only I could hear him if he speaks, is the fish. Because we like the fish. But we are here for a specific reason, which I didn't even realize until I got on the video. And I was like, well, I have all my gear on, you know. I don't know why. And it's like, well, I have the gear on for this exact purpose, so let's get to it. And the purpose is decidedly not to announce the Finneas Former Discord server, although when I do, I believe it's going to be called the Finneas Former's Unnamed Discord Community Server, something like that. But it will have Unnamed in the title as well as my own name in it, because if I have to title it, it's no good. It will never happen, so it's untitled. Thank you very much. It will be when the time comes. The time is not yet, but this is a massive step towards that time. Because I have learned, it's something I've known, but I've come to acknowledge it much more in a real sense, thanks to the fish, that community and online community is, of course, very an important thing, but is a zone I am radically deficient in. Interesting, because I've always wanted like a little community, but I haven't formed one yet. But there's thoughts I have about that. And so far, what I have to think about it is I'm having a hard enough time right now filming something in a private Discord call with my partner, with my boyfriend, with the fish. Like, this is challenging for me, knowing that I'm being witnessed live and not just on Twitch, which is anonymous, and I've more or less anonymous. But it's not like a little community of like friends or people who, and granted, you can't like know anyone online in a parasocial way unless you're like, you know, boyfriends, but so like to have a community and it's like, oh, people I know, but unless they're part of the server, like it's just, I don't know where parasociality comes into any of this, and I'm not worried about that. But actually, fuck it. I don't want to say any of that. Like with friends in a Discord server where it's like, oh yeah, the people who normally show up, fish is giggling. But if there were people in the Discord call who regularly watch of like my community server, and this was something I would film only in my community server to form an actual community, and if you want to be part of the community of Finneas Former in a more specific way, you would go to the Discord call for that. And something I would do to buy into my own community when I'm filming these is film them through my Discord server when I was filming it live to my little small community of people who are deeply on board with Finneas Former. That would be a precursor to a larger community of live streaming on Twitch, generally speaking. I heard it described to me once, and I do deeply agree with it, that discoverability on Twitch on its own is not dynamite, and you can't expect to just kind of grow unless you do it all the time. But I think like only focusing on streaming as like the thing you're trying to do, it's a little bit lacking. And I tend to imagine that live streaming would go a little bit better if you have a community and you're doing an event live, opposed to I'm doing an event live and form a community around that. Small distinction that I hadn't really considered until only recently. Unfortunately, it's very clear to me now that I'm considering it, and I've been confronted with this, and just the amount of panic and sheer anxiety I've had in engaging with servers so far and online communities, and I've had such a massive just wrap of emotions, I haven't known how to address that, is because this is a deficiency within me, just somehow along the way. That's something that happened. It's just I have a hard time with communities. I have not properly examined that portion of me because I am deficient in it to some degree. I recognize now, and bear with me for a moment, I recognize that forming a community on the ground level is likely going to be a prerequisite step to forming a community on a grand level. Discord calls is a better place to start, I think, and more stable, and just it's even more fun, it's more friendly than just live streaming all the time. And it's like, well, none of these people actually know me. And it's like, well, actually, honest to God, if they watch all of the videos, then it's like this is me. So what's the difference between doing it in a server or not? And that's generally what the idea of this whole video is. I don't even have to make any more of this video because you know all of the thoughts of this video. A silly fish. He's commenting, and I don't know if what the vibe would be in a Discord server or that, but also in a community server, because there's no reason I couldn't film these in VR chat in Resonite with actual, like, people could be here theoretically. And that would be heckin' community. That's heckin' community. Is I make these videos for a little bit. I made these videos every day to just see if I could do that, what that felt like. And it's like, yeah, I can do that. I don't have a reason to, but I could do that. And there could be, like this could be heckin' community. I just haven't done that yet because I'm deficient in it, so I haven't examined the system because I'm deficient in it, and I don't like being bad at things. So then I was like, oh, community, that sounds fun, and didn't examine it any further, and then wondered why I felt so alone. Fun fact, I'm changing nothing. Nothing's different. I have somewhat become aware of a change I would perhaps like to effect when I've settled with it more. So no one get excited for anything. I'm so good at saying I'm going to do something and not doing it and being like, oh wow, that's such a good idea. That would make so much sense and solve so many of my problems. Let's table it for later in case I ever want to solve my problems in the future. I'm a little nightmare man. So nothing's changing except for I'm filming this in a little private Discord call with the fish, and maybe that can branch out into filming in front of other people also. And I think that would be an actionable first step towards community. And there's one specific mechanism at play behind all of this, which I want to touch on before the video's done. Here's the thing. It was heckin' difficult to be chill in my relationship because it's heckin' difficult for me, the man Finneas former, to have chill. I have no chill whatsoever. And it was a really hard because it's been about 2 months since me and the fish have been kind of dating and getting closer. And it's been a lot of just, here's how to open up to people and trust it. And the number of times, like, we've actually started having conversations about personal things that would have gone into a video, but because that was the only avenue I had to express myself because I didn't trust to open up to any specific individual people. That's been changing rather doggedly as I've been, I want to trust this guy, so here's how we do it. And it's like now I'm at the point where I trust the fish openly, and we're just doing so great, and we're very happy. Things are dynamite. And now it's like, well, let's go bigger and better. Like, what else can science do? If we can open up to one person, maybe we can open up to, I don't know, a Discord community server. Not yet. No changes are taking place. But it is the next step. I will not be making one by the end of the day. I might be making one by the end of the day. He says I'll be making one by... I might be. I don't know. But it is the next thing to do. And I might be ready for it. I'm not making any decisions, but there's a chance that there's a really crappy Discord server. We'll see. Maybe. Don't get excited. But it might happen. And if it does happen, I would be filming these in the Discord server, and you guys might not be on the microphone. But then it'd be like, after I film, it'd be like, unmute the thing. And it's like, okay, let's all have a party. What do we think? And I don't know what to do with it. I don't know. But I can trust one person. I might be able to trust 2. So, only one lucky Discord member. You gotta get in fast. Get in while it's hot. So we'll see. That's gonna be it for the video, though. And I hope that this video was everything you dreamed it would be. I don't even know what I mean when I say that. So that was I feel sheepish after that outro. That was not the best outro in my life. And I don't think lingering on it right now is helping it. I don't think this is helping it be a better outro. We're at a stance right now where more words aren't helping. Okay, I gotta go. Out of frame. Just walk out of frame. All right, bye. Bye, guys.